What's up, guys? This is Chris here with servinNswervin, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Vail, Colorado. So part of the reason why I made this YouTube channel was because I'd go online and I'd look up online what's it like to be a bartender in Aspen, or what's it like to be a server in Vail, or a server in LA, and nothing would pop up. So I figured, you know what, I would just make those videos. I'd go to all these spots and I'd make the videos. So if anybody looked on YouTube and was thinking about trying this lifestyle and looked up what's it like to be a server in Vail, Colorado, my video would pop up and I'd explain it to them. Because that's literally all I was looking for before I'd go to these places. I'd look to see what it looked like and try and hear somebody explain it to me. So I did Vail, I believe it was 2017 to 2018 winter, November through April. I did a full season, and I did it at the Red Lion in Vail Village. Now Vail was amazing. I fell in love with the place. I would definitely be back. And if you're going to be a traveling bartender server, that's the way I recommend it. You know, I travel more often than most people do, but I say, and I'm in South Beach right now, which is beautiful, but I'm only going to be here January, February, March. Then I'm going April, May, back to St. Louis just to hang out. Then I'll be in Martha's Vineyard again for summer. But the way I recommend it is do a winter job and then do a summer job. Look, the winter season really goes from mid-November through mid-April. Then take May off, go travel, hang out. And then June, July, August, September, work your summer job. Then take October off, go travel and hang out. You know, it's a great lifestyle. You have winter season, summer season, and it's beautiful. So I'll kind of open up and talk a little bit about Vail, Colorado, my experience with it, what I thought, what I think you should look out for, and, you know, maybe just a couple different things that I wish I knew. So I chose Vail, Colorado because I was working in Destin, Florida, right on the Gulf of Mexico, beautiful spot. But it became like October, so I wasn't sure where to go because Destin's season's over, you know, in October. So I wasn't sure where to go. I've never been to the mountains before, but I knew ski seasons were awesome. It was almost the beginning of November, so I started just looking up online where to work for wintertime, and everywhere was telling me South Florida or like somewhere in Arizona or the mountains. So I figured, hey, what the hell? So I got to Vail. I found a spot because I do Craigslist rooms for rent. You click on High Rockies, or you click on Craigslist room/share, then High Rockies, and you can find all kinds of places in Vail, Silverthorne, Beaver Creek, Minturn, a lot of good places. But the thing about working at any seasonal spot is you can find a job easily. Whenever I went to Vail, Colorado, if you go up there before the season opens or the season starts, go up there at the very beginning of November. Because everywhere pretty much opens up November 14th or somewhere around that time. Go at the beginning of November and just walk around and go apply, give some resumes out. And I literally got like 5 or 6 callbacks like that. I mean, it was super easy to find a job out there. I got a job at the Red Lion in Vail Village, which I strongly recommend. Amazing job. And if you're going to work in Vail, I think the best place to work at is Vail Village. Vail Village is just a center where they have the best, the ski slopes. They have, it's a whole town center, all the bars, all the restaurants are kind of all right there. You're going to find bars and restaurants spread out in other places, but Vail Village is kind of the hub and the main place to be at. And a good thing about working in Vail, if you don't have reliable transportation for snow, you don't really have to worry about it. And that's the same with a lot of these destination spots, because their big plan is tourism and people coming in. So they have such a good bus schedule. So if you go to Vail, you don't have to worry about a car. Just take the bus. Working's great. If you're into marijuana, you're in the perfect spot. I don't really drink too much. I don't like the person I become whenever I drink, you know, and I don't like the effects I feel on my body. But I do love to, you know, I love to smoke weed. You know, it's good for my mental. I do it before I go to the gym. I do it before I have my meals. So it's a good spot for that if you are into marijuana. So awesome. And then you're going to have great people too. Some of the best people I met were in Vail. You also are going to find some, I think they call them Wookiees, you know. You know, maybe they do a little bit of psychedelics, you know, some crazy guys, you know, but they're all really cool and all nothing but love. There is something, if you're going to do Vail, make sure you're careful, because I've seen it everywhere you go. If you're in the mountains, you're going to see somebody on crutches or with a cast. There's actually one of the people that I worked with in Vail Village, their roommate moved there to work, and within a month literally broke both of their arms, was walking in cast and couldn't even work. So if you're going to do the mountains, just remember you have to be careful. You're there to work, but you're also there to hit the slopes. But be very careful, because an injury is really the only thing that can set you back. So whenever I worked in Vail Village, the people were all very nice, because whenever I worked in like Martha's Vineyard or somewhere else, there's a lot of day trippers who are in a rush. They're traveling everywhere. So at a restaurant, they pretty much come in, sit down, so you go up to the table, I just need a minute. You know, like they're like so, like, I just need a minute. They're just like so wound up tight. Whereas you go to the mountains somewhere like Vail, Colorado, Everybody just came up right after hitting the slopes. They're with their family, they're with their friends. You can't be upset in the mountains. It's impossible. It's impossible. So everybody's in a great mood. There are a lot of, in these different resort areas, they do a lot of J1 visas, which is cool because then you meet so many different cultures. So in Martha's Vineyard, a lot of Eastern Europeans, from the Balkans mainly. In Vail, Colorado, and I can't speak for everywhere, but in Vail, Colorado, a lot of Peruvians and Chileans. So I have a lot of friends in Peru and a lot of friends in Chile, so that was awesome. And actually, when I went to Vail, I met all the people out there who told me about Martha's Vineyard, because a lot of them do winters in Vail, summers in Martha's Vineyard, which I love. And that's kind of going to be my recipe, you know, or maybe Big Sky, Montana, or I hear Telluride's very nice. But I strongly recommend doing a mountain season. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, I didn't even know how to snowboard or ski whenever I went to Vail. Like, I literally went to one of the best ski resorts in the entire world, and I didn't even know how to snowboard or ski. So I just picked it up. I looked up YouTube videos, talked to friends, you know, the people that I worked with in any restaurant, you become friends automatic. You know, I mean, you guys are with each other through so much ups and downs, you know, you grab a drink after work, you end up becoming friends with your coworkers. So they all brought me out, taught me how to snowboard, you know, fell on my ass a bunch of times, but got up and it's amazing. Like, I love South Beach and I'm happy I don't have to worry about, you know, winter or the cold or dressing warm or really anything like that. But I miss the mountain so much. I'll be back in Colorado in April just for like a week or two just to hang out. But I recommend Vail, Colorado. You don't have to worry about transportation. You don't have to worry about a job if you get there before the ski season or before the mountain opens up. Get there before the mountains opens up. You don't have to worry about that. It's a very healthy lifestyle. Actually, an interesting fact, Summit County, which is the county where you're going to find Leadville, which is the highest city in America. I just went with my daughter there for New Year's Eve. So you're going to find like Leadville, Minturn, probably Silverthorne, Beaver Creek. Minturn is like Summit County. And Summit County is the highest in elevation city, and it also has the longest longevity of life, which is cool. So the higher in the mountains, the longer you live. So there's something good about breathing in that oxygen. It's also a very healthy place. So Vail, you know, you're going to find a lot of great gyms, a lot of very healthy restaurants, healthy grocery stores and whatnot. A lot of people care about that. So you're going to have great clientele because really, you know, here in South Beach, you're going to mix the clientele. Some people have money, some people don't. But if you go to any ski resort, you know, which is cool. I like everybody, love everybody. But at the same time, if you're trying to make some really good tips, if you go to Vail, everybody has money out there because you're not going to be at a ski resort, especially someone like Vail, without the money. So I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. There's 3 places that I was looking at whenever I was going to go to a ski resort. There's Aspen, Vail, and Breckenridge. And the way I justified it is Denver's right here. Here's Breck. Here's Vail. Here's Aspen. So So on the totem pole, as far as like finer style or, you know, a little bit more expensive, it goes Breck, Vail, Aspen. So I felt like Vail was right in the middle. It's not too calm. You're still going to get a lot of people with money, but it's not like, I don't want to say lowbrow, but it's not as common as Breckenridge because you got everybody from Denver and everybody just going up to Breck. But it's not as high nose as Aspen. So it's like Vail was a perfect medium. I absolutely loved it. I also worked in Beaver Creek too, which was even more high-end than Vail. But Vail was awesome. I chose there. I'm so glad I did. The people there were amazing. Marijuana was great. Snowboard during the day, work at night. Met a lot of Peruvians, Chileans, made really good money. And the season's got to end like a hard close, which is nice. Because then you don't have to put in your 2 weeks anywhere. You don't have to quit or think you're quitting too early or any of that. You go there November 14th, stay there till like April 20th, then get out of there. Enjoy yourself in May, then June, go to a summer spot. I recommend Vail. Also, if you're going to live there year-round, which I just do the seasons because there's so many places I want to visit. I mean, I have a list of like 20 different places I want to work and live at, which I'll be hitting, you know. I mean, that's why I do the 3 to 4 months, or I might make it longer, but there's just so many places. But if you want to stay in Vail or anywhere in Colorado, I mean, it's beautiful because you have your winter season where you do all your snowboarding, skiing. Then you have spring where all of that snow melts off, so then you can do like the whitewater rafting, really good fishing, or just really enjoy it. Then you have summer, you can get all your hikes in, you know, you can do all your mountain biking. And then you have fall with all the beautiful colors. So Colorado is just beautiful because it has all 4 amazing, very amazing seasons. But one thing you do have to remember though, Vail, Colorado, the winter that I was there, which I believe was 2017 or 18, I'll write it up here somewhere once I look it up. But the season that I was there was one of the worst snows in 25 years. So you have to know that in a seasonal place like that, one of the workers that I worked with told me that 1/3 of the people that go to Vail come from Denver. you know. So they only go up there whenever it's a good powder day. So if you're not having too many good powder days, a lot of people are rescheduling or going elsewhere. You know, you might have one mountain slope that doesn't get a lot of powder, then another one gets a lot of powder, so they're going to go to that one. So you have to be very conscious of you know, how the weather is, because that does affect your clientele, because people are going up there for fresh powder days. So if you don't have too much snow, hey, there's that. With global warming too, man, you might want to get up there in the mountains. Hopefully, you know, the mountains will stay beautiful and stay snowy, but you know, you never know with how everything's changing. So get up in those mountains while you can. Get up there, make some good money. You can make amazing money. And if you don't do Vail, right next to it's Beaver Creek, which is even like, say the millionaires go to Vail, the billionaires go to Beaver Creek. Vail's more, Aspen's more for celebrities. Vail's more for millionaires. Beaver Creek's more for like the CEOs and billionaires, to be honest. So that's kind of how it is. And Breckenridge is just kind of for everybody. If you just want to go out to the mountains, that's more of like an acceptable place to go. So if you guys want to go to Vail, I strongly recommend it without a doubt. You're going to fall in love with the mountains. You're going to enjoy yourself, especially traveling alone. You're going to make so many awesome friends and good people there. You're going to meet people from Peru and Chile and different places in South America. And the people that go there to visit are all over the world. So in Vail, I mean, you get people from literally all over the globe that come there and stay there for a week. And that's another good thing too. Is like, say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays might be slow in a lot of places. At the ski resort, still a lot of the times though, people are booking for week-long vacations. You know, so you're going to be busy. There is a down part. You're going to be busy during the holidays. So, you know, if you want to visit your family, holiday seasons or holiday weekends or weeks are the busy times in Vail, Colorado. So you're not going to want to take off for like Christmas or New Year's Eve, which sucks if you have family. But at the same time, that's when everybody goes to the mountains. So like restaurants and bars don't want you to take off during those times, because that's whenever they need you, and that's when you're going to make the most money. But Vail is amazing. You're going to meet awesome people, have a good time. The lifestyle is great. Colorado people are beautiful, amazing. You know, I strongly recommend you don't have to worry about transportation. It's easy to find a job, an easy start and close date. Just go at the beginning of November. You know, it's a good place, good atmosphere, good vibes. Learn how to snowboard and ski. I mean, literally, it's life-changing, I think. I mean, there's, you know, just being out there on the mountain and just looking out and seeing the views and everything is just amazing. I love it. I worked at the Red Lion in Vail Village, which, before I go to these places, just a little hint or tidbit, I always look up before I apply to these places, I look them up online. I look up what star rating they have, then I read some of the reviews, then I see how many reviews they actually have. Because, you know, if a place is busy, they're going to have the most reviews. So I normally pick the spot that has the most reviews and that has the highest amount of stars. So that's a good thing to point out. However, though, if there is a place that's new, they might not have as many reviews, so you got to throw that into the mixture. But I always Google like the most popping places, and that was the Red Lion at Vail Village, which was an amazing place. Some of my favorite coworkers, some of my favorite managers. It was really awesome. I just didn't like that they didn't want you to do doubles there because they thought you were too busy. But another thing to know about Vail Village, or Vail, or any mountain area in particular. So if you're a bartender or server, you're going to have your lunch period, your dinner period, right? You're going to have, or your breakfast. Breakfast is pretty much, you have your own rushes, which I did breakfast there too. Because breakfast is very poppin' there too, because everyone gets a big breakfast and they go up to the mountain. So breakfast is a good option. Northside Kitchen, you can make good money there. And Avon. But, so most restaurants for lunch and dinner, you're going to have from like 11:30 to like 3 p.m. is lunch. That'll be your lunch rush. And then for dinner, it'll be like, 6 to 9 for your dinner rush. However, in mountain areas, they have what's called opera time, or opera, which was awesome. But that's going to mess up your times, because opera is normally from like 3 to 6 p.m. So then that's like during the slow time. So it's a very different aspect as far as like your timing goes, which worked out well for me. But opera is like the happy hour where they do all the live music, because everybody's coming off the mountains, and that's the busy time where everybody meets up. So the times are a little bit different, because you're going to have a little bit of a slower start during the day, then it'll pick up where you're used to dropping off. So Vail, Colorado, times are going to be different, but you're going to make great money, enjoy it, have some good ganja, meet some awesome people. And plus, one of the other things I've mentioned before, whenever you go to these seasonal places, you meet people that travel. Because a lot of the people that work in Vail during the wintertime work somewhere else in the summers. And there's a lot of most people are transplants that go there just for the season. So whereas South Beach, which I absolutely love it down here, I really do, a lot of people just live in Miami or live here year round, So not too many people vacationing or traveling around as much as other places. However, whenever you go somewhere like Vail, everybody there is from somewhere else, and they tell you to go here or go there, you know, and they really do that lifestyle. Like I said, me coming from Southern Illinois, right by St. Louis, I was always the guy who traveled the most or went out a lot. Then you go to Vail, and then you realize, no, you're actually at the bottom of the totem pole. A lot more people travel more than you, which sets the bar, and you are who you're around. So if you're around these people that are traveling like that, you're going to be more inspired to travel like that. Take their advice on what they give you. But yeah, that's just a brief little talk about that. So, but in Vail, you know, this was, like I said, this was a few years ago, which I will be back. Next winter, I'm going to do the mountains again. But, you know, in Vail Village, which was the spot to be at, the bars don't, I think they stopped serving at like 2. So it's like it doesn't stay open too crazy late like it would be in some places in Florida or Vegas or different areas like that. So you never have to worry about that. Good clientele, meet awesome people. Some of the best places were the Shakedown. Like I said, this was a while ago. The Ritz. Man, I don't even remember them all. But anyway, the Red Lion was an awesome spot. Great live music, great food, great people. I'd strongly recommend it. And I know this was my first video about an area, and I just kind of got inspired to talk about it because I was talking to one of my buddies who was thinking about going to Vail for the winter, next winter. So I figured I'd hurry up and just upload this video. If it's not the best, or if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll tell you what I know. Or I even connect you to some people who live in Vail and can answer any questions for you. But you know, whenever I started this channel, it was because I'd look up what's it like to be a server here or a server there, and nothing would pop up. So I figured I'd just make this for anybody who's planning on going there. So if you're thinking about Vail, do it. You will not regret it. Learn how to snowboard, ski, enjoy it, enjoy the slopes. Do that in the day, work at night, meet great people who are in an awesome mood and from all over the world. Smoke some good ganj too. All right, servinNswervin, subscribe if you haven't. You know, I know this is a long video, but for the person that this does help, I'm happy to help. You know, for the person who looks up what's it like to work in a winter area, what's it like to work in a ski resort. You know, hopefully this helps. Once more, I do Craigslist rooms for rent, rooms/shared, high Rockies, and try and spot in East Vail or West Vail, right on a bus route. Hop on the bus, take it to work in Vail Village. It'll drop you right off. Work your shift, go home, enjoy yourselves. Stay safe, be careful out there.